Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Welcome to my channel. See your own boy MC Bernardino. Thank you very much, my viewers, for always coming back to Canada Immigration with MC Bernardino. It's a huge community that we are trying to build, and this channel has achieved so far all because of your tremendous support, always coming back, sharing my videos, hitting the thumbs up button. Thank you so much. Without you guys, this channel is actually nothing. Kudos to you guys. All right, for those of you that are new on this channel, this is Canada Immigration with MC Bernardino. What do I do on this channel? Basically, I dish out information as far as migrating to Canada is concerned. You want to receive the latest news, tune into this channel. Latest update as far as policy in terms of migration is concerned, visitors visa, study permits, work permits, express entry. I give you loads of information, so you're welcome to this channel. But first and first, you're new on this channel, why not hit the subscription button and hit the notification button right beside it, so that anytime I drop a video, you'll be among the first to get it. All right, without further ado, without further delay, what do I have for you today? I received a lot of questions, a lot of concerns from my viewers asking me questions on my social media page, on my YouTube channel, that express entry or study permit, which one should they go for? Okay, so this has been a lot of questions that I've received from people, whether they should go for the express entry application or rather they should just go for the study permit. Which one will I advise them? So today on this channel, on this video today, I'll be telling you which one you should go for based on my own experience, based on my own research, and based on my own observation. All right, don't forget our think about this segment where I always drop it deep, it hits you out, you ponder on it, and you act on it because it's going to work for you. All right, let me quickly run through the disclaimer like I always do. I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a consultant. I'm just here to guide you. I give out information freely because I know information is very paramount and it needs to be gotten as at when due. I hope you appreciate that. So if you want to make your own immigration decision, don't just limit it to just this channel alone, okay? You're free to do your own additional research, free to do your own surfing online. I'm just here to guide you. If you have any question, any concern, anything you're not clear about, drop it in the comment section below. I always answer. All right, guys, I'm going to call your friends, call your neighbor. I'm gone because we are holding it down today. Alright, so in order for you to determine which part you actually want to tread, is it the study permit you want to go for or the express entry? I have done videos on both two topics in the past, so you want to check out my links. I have videos on how to get the study permit and how to go about the express entry. Alright, so let's now get to the nitty-gritty now. In terms of that, what I want to advise people, the first thing I always want to consider first is your age. Age factor is very paramount in order for you to determine either this or that. But before I go into that, let me quickly tell you this then. If you go for your study permit is basically saying that you apply for your study permit, you apply to your school, rather you get your admission letter, then you apply to Canada Immigration for your study permit. So once you get that, the paramount, for anybody that comes into Canada, the paramount end goal is always to get your permanent resident, to become a resident in Canada, and by extension to become a citizen. That is the goal. So even if you come in through study, like I came in through study some years back, at the end of the day, my paramount goal which I was able to achieve was to get a permanent resident. So even if you come in through the study permit route, your primary goal is still to get a permanent resident. And how can you get a permanent resident after study? So the route is, like I did, was I studied. After I was done study, I applied for my work, postgraduate work experience, permit, which I got, and after working again for a year or two, then I applied for the express entry. So it's more like study, work, express entry. So if you want to go through that route, you are going through study, work, and express entry. But on the other side, if you want to go with express entry, it's just simply doing the IELTS exam, doing the West evaluation, applying for it. If you score good mark, you're chosen, you apply within 3-6 months, you get your permanent resident. So that is more direct approach. But the study permit is like, it's not really direct. You have to go through 2 or 3 phases before you get to the express entry. So 2 of them are actually independent of one another. The choice is yours. But in order for you to determine which one is the best path for you, I always tell people their age. So when you talk about age, there are some people that they are like in their 30s, going into their 40s, or by extensions in their 50s. Those people, if they try to apply through the express entry, they don't get good score, maybe because their age is on the. And don't forget that the higher you are, the older you are, the lesser score you can get in the express entry. So people like that our age is not on their side, yes, people like that might want to come in through study, get the Canadian study, get the work experience, so that they can use those additional qualification to get more points in the express entry. All right. Once again, so for those that are older, they might want to come in through that study permit first, then do their get their work experience before they apply for the express entry. That might be a path they might want to follow. But if you're young, when I say young, if you're in your 20s, why do you want to go through the study first, work permit, then express entry? It's not worth it. I would rather advise you to just sit down, take your time, do your West evaluation, do your IELTS. I know that's what people are always scared of. Okay, do your IELTS, study very well, prepare yourself, and once you can pass that and you get your West done, then that means that you can just come into Canada selflessly without stressing yourself through the express entry. So if my own advice in terms of age is, if you're younger, all you have to do is just practice, sit down for the exam, pass the exam, and you can come in through the express entry. Instead of first, as a young person, coming into Canada on a study permit, then get your work experience, then you, at the end of the day, you're still going to apply for the express entry. It's not what it's like, wasting of time. By the time, like 2-3 years, by the time you're ready for the express entry, you have added like 2 or 3 years to your age already, and it doesn't make any sense. So why don't you just apply for it right away? Another thing again I always consider is, in order for you to determine which path you should want to tread, is what are your qualifications. So your qualification also help you in determining which path you want to follow, whether you want to go through the study permit route or you want to go through the express entry route. So when I say qualification, what I mean is that hypothetically, take for instance, you have a bachelor's degree, you have your master's program. If you have all this qualification, then why do you want to come into Canada again to come and do any diploma program or whatever before you apply for your express entry? Why not just go for it directly? I mean, if you feel you have your BSc, you have your HND, or you have your master's or PhD program, why not just go for your express entry? Because higher qualifications help you to get more scores in the express entry profile. So I mean, if you have a master's, if you have a PhD program, if you have a 2 or more certificate, if you study in Canada, you can, with that, you can get more points, all right, in the express entry. So if you already have that, why not try the path of the express entry? All you have to do is, once again, is just sit down for the IELTS exam, do your West evaluation, and you're home and dry. If you can get the needed score. As of the last time, the draw was, I think, 466. It's still coming. It's a little bit too high, but we're still hoping that before the end of the year, it will still come down. But it's all about practicing for your IELTS exam, scoring good points, and you're in Canada seamlessly, selflessly, without any stress. All right? So if your qualification is good too, you might also want to try that route. Now, listen, I'm not saying that coming through study, like I came in then, is not a good option. But if you are faced with these two options, I always advise my viewers, I always advise people that consult, that ask me questions. Express entry should be your primary goal. Because even if you go through the study permit route, express entry is still what you're going to use to get your permanent resident. So express entry is something you want to put as your primary goal. As a backup, you can have study permit as a backup. I'm not debunking that fact. And it's a very good route. You come into Canada, you apply to your school, you apply for your visa. If you get it, you come into Canada, you study a 1 year or a 2 years program or a master's, as the case may be, program. Then when you're done, don't forget that you need to have your work experience in Canada too. After you're done with your program, you're given your postgraduate work experience permit rather. Either it's 1 year or 3 years, depends on how many, what the duration of your program was. So once you can get that done, you get your work experience, then you can now apply for permanent resident through express entry. Don't forget that study permit route might take you like 3 years before you still get to the express entry route. So which one is more beneficial to you? Is it applying for the express entry directly or going through the route of study permit in order for you to apply for your permanent resident? The choice is yours. I'm just here to guide you. I'm just here to give you information, because I know this can be very confusing. I was speaking to somebody earlier today and I was trying to grind out this information to him, because I know information is very important. People are out there outside Canada trying to come into Canada. They are faced with this dilemma of, what do I want to do? Which route should I follow? And that's why I've decided to create this avenue. It's a it's a two-way thing. So if you have any question based on even what I've said so far you're not clear about, drop it in the comment section in this video. I would revert back to you as soon as possible. I hope you understood everything I've been telling you so far as making your decision in terms of migrating to Canada, either through express entry or study permit. If you have any question, any concern, drop it in the comment section below. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please, what are you waiting for? Some people just come on this channel and listen to what I have to say, they don't subscribe. Please, I beg you, subscribe to this channel, hit the notification button beside it, so that anytime I drop a video, in most cases I drop one video every week, you'll be among the first to get it. And don't forget to share this video on your social media page, your Facebook, your Instagram. Spread the word. The information is not just for you alone. Spread it among your friends, among your loved ones. Anybody that you feel wants to migrate to Canada needs information like this, spread it. Drop comments, ask me any question, I revert as soon as possible. Alright. So if you feel anything is confusing, just like I said earlier on, drop it in the comment section below. Let me quickly sound this note, please. If you want to ask me any question, in most cases, I appreciate questions on my YouTube channel. People will ask me questions on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and other places. But to be sincere with you, if you can ask me a question on this channel, I will so much appreciate it. Alright, so I've given you this choice. The option is yours. Let me quickly talk about the provincial nominee too, as part of the express entry. So some people, because of age not being on their side, they can actually go through the provincial nominee route. I've done video in the past about Saskatchewan provincial nominee, Nova Scotia provincial nominee, Ontario provincial nominee, Manitoba provincial nominee. So those are areas too. If you feel you're not qualified, your point is lower in the express entry pool, you can also look into the provincial nominee instead of study permit, which is a much longer route, according to me though. You can come into Canada, but it's much longer. So why not look into any of these provincial nominees? Look for the jobs they're looking out for. They have a lesser requirement in terms of IELTS. So look into those options too. That could be for you. But if you feel your study permit is still the route that you want to go into, kudos to you. I'm not discouraging you from going into that. I'm just here to give you additional information so that you might make a very good and very reliable information. If study permit is what you want to go through, I came in through that, but when I came into Canada, there was nothing like express entry. That was the only option there. I came in through that. So you can also give it a shot too where you're convinced that you'll get it. But don't forget that study permit is not easy to come by to. You have to be able to convince the immigration officer that when you're done studying, you revert back. I've done a video on how you can actually do that, so you might also want to check out some of my videos in the past on that. So make your decision. I'm just here to guide you, and I'll try as much as possible to answer your question. If you're confused about anything, drop it in the comment section. I will answer you. So if you feel you enjoy this, hit the thumbs up button. If you have any question, anything you're not clear about, once again, drop it in the comment section below. Alright guys, I hope you've enjoyed everything I've been telling you so far. In summary, the decision still lies with you on which path you want to go through, either your study permit route you want to go through or the express entry. The choice is still yours. Don't forget that I told you earlier on that if you go through the study permit route, you are still going to end up applying for your provincial for your express entry. So it's just going to take you more years. Okay, so why not go for your express entry if you feel you're qualified for it now? And if you feel you're not qualified for the express entry, try the provincial nominee. Okay, if the provincial nominee is not working out for you too, then you might want to look into the study permit. But the express entry route is the best for you. All you have to do is spend money for your West evaluation and spend money for your IELTS exam. And with that, you have all the qualification. You can get the point if you qualify. Alright, let me give you the punchline on the Think About It segment. I have this very interesting and wonderful quote from an anonymous source. Alright, and he said, decisions are the hardest things to make, especially when it is a choice between where you should be and where you want to be. So how is this applicable? Simply, this is just saying that I know decision making as far as coming to Canada through study permit route or express entry might be a very hard one for you to make. I'm here to, that's why I provided this platform, to give you information that can help you in your decision making. If you feel you have any question, drop it in the comment section. You can also delve online too. Okay, there are so many resources online too. You might not just limit yourself to my channel alone. Do your own additional research too, so that you can actually make because any decision you make, it's going to affect you on the long-term run. Okay, so don't be hasty about making your decision. Make it your due diligence and make a very good decision so that you can stand by your decision over time. All right, it's been real. I've been keeping it real with you. Still your own boy, MC Bernardino, on the platform of Canada Immigration. Expect my next video. I drop video once every week in most cases, so stay tuned, relax, hit the notification button so that anytime when I drop the next video, you will receive it. Guys, stay out of crime, be nice, one love.